गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। कल हम लोगों ने देखा था कि विस्कोसिटी के बारे में डिस्कस किया था और विस्कस फोर्स के बारे में बात किया था। उसको हम लोग आज और कंटिन्यू करेंगे और डिफाइन करेंगे कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी को, एंड देन वी विल डिस्कस द इफेक्ट ऑफ विस्कस फोर्स ऑन ए बॉडी व्हेन इट deep immersed in the liquid, and that is the Stokes law, and we will find out also the terminal velocity of that body, and next one is the critical velocity. So इतनी सारी चीज़ों को आज हम लोग कवर अप करेंगे। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो कल हमने देखा था कि विस्कस फोर्स F equals to eta A dV by dx, where A is the effective surface area in between the layers and dV by dx is the velocity gradient. So, and eta is the coefficient of elasticity, coefficient of viscosity. This is the coefficient of viscosity. Now you try to define this eta. Then let effective area becomes a unit and dV by dx is also unit. Then eta will be equal to the viscous force. So the coefficient of viscosity will be defined as the viscous force acting per unit surface area and the velocity gradient of that liquid is unit. So we can write this: the coefficient of viscosity will be defined as coefficient of viscosity is defined as the viscous force acting per unit area contact with the layers of liquid, contact with layers of liquid having velocity gradient unit, having velocity gradient unit. तो इस तरीके से हम कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी को डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. If you take an effective area of the contact in between the two layers is unity and velocity gradient dV by dx is equal to 1, then eta will be equal to the viscous force, and it is defined as the viscous force acting per unit area contact with the layers of liquid having velocity gradient is unity. Now the units of this coefficient of viscosity will be unit of eta. क्या होगा? Eta, the expression for eta can be written as F by A and dV by dx. So the eta of unit of eta will be unit of F Newton, unit of area meter square, and unit of velocity gradient is per second. Now the unit of eta will be Newton second per meter square. Now it can be also written as SI unit of eta will be Newton can be written as kg meter per second square into S by meter square. Now simplifying this, we have m minus 1 S1. This is the SI unit of eta, kg per meter per second. Now another unit of eta is poise. दूसरी जो यूनिट होती है that is poise, and one poise equals to 1 by 10 kg meter per meter per second. So 1 kg per meter per second equals to 10 poise. 10 poise. So it can also be written as 10 decapoise. Decapoise. 1 kg per meter per second will be equal to 1 decapoise. 1 decapoise. Now the dimension of eta will be, what is the dimension? The dimension of eta will be, if you take the unit of this eta, so we will have m mass L minus 1 T minus 1. M L minus 1 T minus 1 will be the dimension of eta. ये तो हो गया सारा डिस्कशन अबाउट द विस्कोसिटी कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी. अब हम लोग चेक करेंगे डिपेंडेंसी, किस किस फैक्टर्स पे ये eta डिपेंड करता है. ये कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी किस किस फैक्टर्स पे डिपेंड करता है. तो मेनली हम लोग देखेंगे टेम्परेचर डिपेंडेंस एंड प्रेशर डिपेंडेंस. ओके, नाउ दिस eta will depends only on the nature of the fluid, nature of the liquids, and not depending on the effective area and the velocity gradient. The eta depends on, नोट में लिख सकते हैं, फर्स्ट नोट, eta depends depends on the nature, on the nature of the fluid. और फ्लूइड में लिक्विड एंड गैस हो, नेचर ऑफ द फ्लूइड्स, नॉट ऑन द एरिया, इफेक्टिव एरिया एंड वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट. दूसरा नोट क्या हो सकता है, डिपेंडेंसी, इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर. यदि हम देखें इफेक्ट ऑफ टी, तो इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर में जब टेम्परेचर हम इंक्रीज करेंगे किसी भी फ्लूइड्स के, किसी भी लिक्विड्स के, जनरली यदि हम लिक्विड की बात करें तो ऑन इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर ऑफ ए लिक्विड देन इट्स कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी विल बी डिक्रीजेस, घटता है. एंड इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी इन गैस, देन ऑन इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर T, the coefficient of viscosity in gas will increase. It means if temperature increased, if you increase the temperature, then coefficient of viscosity of liquid will decrease, घट जाता है. एंड कोफिशिएंट ऑफ गैस की बात करें, देन कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी विल बी इंक्रीज्ड. ऑन इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर ऑफ द फ्लूइड, देन द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी विल reduce with temperature and the coefficient of viscosity of gas will increased. At 20 degree centigrade temperature, 20 degree centigrade temperature, the coefficient of water will be 1.01 into 10 to the power minus 2 twice, and the coefficient of viscosity of gas is 1.81 into 10 to the power minus 4 twice. At 20 degree centigrade, at a particular 20 degree centigrade, the coefficient of viscosity of water is greater than the coefficient of viscosity of gas. If you increase the temperature, then the viscosity coefficient for liquid is decreases, and at the boiling point, at the boiling temperature of liquid, this coefficient of viscosity of liquid will go to 0. ये 0 हो जाता है. जब बॉइलिंग टेम्परेचर हम अचीव करते हैं तो लिक्विड की जो कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी है दैट आर रिड्यूस टू 0 हो जाता है. बट एट अ पर्टिकुलर 20 डिग्री टेम्परेचर द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी ऑफ वाटर विल बी ग्रेटर इन कंपैरिजन टू द विस्कोसिटी कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी ऑफ गैस. सो दिस इज द थिंग. नाउ इफ वी इंक्रीज द प्रेशर, if we increase the pressure, third one, effect of pressure, effect of P, then if you P increased the pressure, if you increase the pressure, then coefficient of viscosity of liquid will decrease, and coefficient of gas is independent. लिक्विड का प्रेशर बढ़ाने से डिक्रीज होता है। नाउ अब हम लोग बात करेंगे क्रिटिकल वेलोसिटी की। व्हाट इज क्रिटिकल वेलोसिटी? क्रिटिकल वेलोसिटी critical velocity. When liquid is flowing in the region of the space and if the velocity is less than a fixed velocity, then the motion will be streamlined, the flow will be streamlined, and if the velocity of that liquid is greater than a fixed velocity, then their flow will be turbulent. So Reynolds has verified experimentally, इसको Reynolds ने experimentally verify किया that if the flow of fluid, the flow of liquid, flow of fluid is less than a fixed value of velocity, then flow will be streamlined, then the flow of fluid will be streamlined. And if the flow of liquid, flow of fluid, दोनों ही बातें हैं, if the flow of fluid is greater than, if the flow of fluid or the velocity of the fluid, if the velocity of fluid is greater than a fixed value of velocity, then the motion, then the flow will be turbulent. यदि फिक्स्ड वेलोसिटी से ज्यादा होती है मॉलिक्यूल की वेलोसिटी, then that flow will be turbulent flow, and if the velocity of that fluid is less than a fixed velocity, then their flow will be streamlined. It means if the velocity of the fluid is v and this is less than the fixed velocity vc, that is the critical velocity. This fixed velocity is known as critical velocity. This fixed velocity is known as critical velocity. VC, इसको हम लोग VC से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे। That fixed velocity of the fluid is known as critical velocity VC। अच्छा, यदि हम ये मान लें, if we assume that the velocity of the fluid is V and that the fixed velocity of the fluid, that the critical velocity is VC, then if V is less than VC, then the flow will be streamlined. And if V is greater than VC, then the flow will be turbulent. The flow will be turbulent when velocity of fluid is greater than the critical velocity, and if the velocity of fluid is less than the critical velocity, then the flow will be streamlined. Now we have a expression for a critical velocity Vc, and is given by k eta upon rho r, where k is the Reynolds number. This number decided the flow of fluid is streamlined or the flow of fluid is turbulent. This is the critical velocity, where k is Reynolds number. Reynolds number. And for a very thin pipe, the value of k is nearly equal to 2000. For a thin tube or a cylindrical pipe, thin pipe, the value of k is nearly equal to 2000. This rho is the density of water, this density of fluid, density of fluid, and r is the radius of tube or a thin pipe. So if a fluid is flowing through a thin pipe having radius small r and the density of fluid is rho and the coefficient of viscosity is k, then you can easily calculate the critical velocity for that fluid. मैंने अभी बताया कि जो वैल्यू k है, it decided the kind of flow. The flow is streamlined or flow is turbulent. So if the value of k is less than 2000, then flow will be streamlined. Flow will be streamlined, and if k is greater than 2000, then flow will be turbulent. Flow will be turbulent. Okay. So these are all about the critical velocity. Critical velocity क्या होगा? यदि कोई फ्लूइड फ्लो कर रहा है इंडिविजुअल स्पेस में और उस लिक्विड उस फ्लोइंग की जो वेलोसिटी है, जो स्पीड है have a fixed value say lesser है, then they will follow the streamline flow, and if that velocity of that fluid is greater than the fixed velocity, then they follow the turbulent flow. This is the condition, and this is the final expression of that critical velocity, which is equal to k eta divided by rho r, and here eta is the coefficient of viscosity. Coefficient of viscosity. ये हो गया। अब हम लोग एक चीज और देखेंगे कि जब हम किसी भी बॉल को, ये स्फेरिकल बॉडी को हम लिक्विड में डालते हैं, लिक्विड में इमर्स करते हैं, तो उस पर कितना विस्कस फोर्स एक्ट करता है उसको फाइंड आउट करना है, एंड देन व्हाट इज द वेलोसिटी ऑफ दैट स्फेरिकल बॉल इनसाइड द लिक्विड मीडियम, एंड दैट वेलोसिटी इज नोन एज द टर्मिनल वेलोसिटी। तो हम लोग टर्मिनल वेलोसिटी का एक्सप्रेशन भी फाइंड आउट करना है, और विस्कस फोर्स का एक्सप्रेशन क्या होगा उस केस में उसको भी डिस्कस करना है। तो चलिए उसको देखते हैं। Effect of viscous force. Effect of viscous force on a body inside liquid, body in liquid, इसको हमको पता करना है, दैट इज स्टोक्स लॉ। स्टोक्स, अब आप देखिए एक कंडीशन देखिए, इफ ए स्फेरिकल बॉल, यदि हम एक स्फेरिकल बॉल जिसकी रेडियस बहुत छोटी हो, छोटी रेडियस की स्फेरिकल बॉल को एक इनफाइनाइट एक्सटेंशन तक हम लिक्विड में ड्रॉप करते हैं, रिलीज करते हैं, तो इनिशियली क्या होगा, इनिशियली जो बॉडी है, जो स्फेरिकल बॉल है, दे आर मूविंग इन डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन विद एक्सेलरेशन मोशन, एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम बिकॉज ऑफ द विस्कस फोर्स एक्टिंग इन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन, देयर स्पीड will decreases, and after some time it becomes a constant, and further with that constant velocity the spherical ball moving in downward direction, that constant velocity is known as terminal velocity. उस velocity को हम लोग बोलेंगे terminal velocity. So if you write this, if a spherical ball of radius small r is immersed in a liquid in finite extension, then the motion, then it start moving, then it start moving in downward direction में मूव करेगा, in downward direction with acceleration, अपने initial expression, the viscous force acting on the spherical ball of radius r when it released freely inside the liquid is given by F equals to 6 pi eta rb, and this is the net viscous force acting on that spherical ball which is given by Stokes. Stokes का ये फॉर्मूला है, स्टोक्स का लॉ है, स्टोक्स फॉर्मूला F equals to 6 pi eta r. Now if you try to represent this in a diagram, then what is the situation? Here is a liquid medium. In this medium, we released a spherical ball of a very small radius r having density rho. Suppose we have a spherical ball and it is released freely inside this liquid. This is the spherical ball. Which is released inside this liquid freely in finite extension, and the radius of this spherical ball is small r, and the density of the ball is supposed to be rho, and the velocity of this ball is v. Also let the density of this water is sigma. तो कितने तरीके के फोर्स ये स्फेरिकल बॉल अपने ऊपर फील करेगा, कितने तरीके के फोर्स इसमें एक्ट करेंगे, उसके बारे में हम लोग देखते हैं. So the first force is acted in downward direction, and that is its weight. इस स्फेरिकल बॉल का जो वेट है that are acting in downward direction. So the weight of this spherical ball of radius r and density rho is 4/3 pi r cube. This is the volume of this spherical ball, and its a density, that is rho, and g, gravitational acceleration due to weight. So this is the total weight of this spherical ball which is acted in downward direction, that is 4/3 pi r cube rho g. Now this spherical ball will displace the this liquid by its weight. अपने weight के बराबर ही ये इस वाटर में क्या करेगा, लिक्विड को डिस्प्लेस्ड करेगा, and that weight will act as an upward thrust, and the direction of that will be upward, east direction, and that is 4/3 pi r cube sigma g. This is the upward thrust which is acting over this spherical ball, and also there will be a viscous force of this liquid, homogeneous liquid, which is acting in upward direction too. It means there is a force to F equals to 6 pi eta r v, और लिखा हुआ है इसका इफेक्टिव वेट. Now the effective weight of this spherical ball inside this liquid effective weight of a spherical ball will be equal to actual weight minus the upward thrust. Upward thrust means this. Upward thrust. So it will be 4 pi 3 pi r cube rho minus sigma into g. This is the effective weight. And whenever the velocity of this spherical ball inside this liquid is constant, it means that there will be no more any acceleration motion by this spherical ball. It means the net force acting on this spherical ball will be zero. At constant speed, the spherical ball have no more acceleration motion, and that conditions the net force acting on this spherical ball will be zero. Or you can say that at the constant speed, this effective force, this effective weight of this spherical ball is equal to the net viscous force acting over this body. So at constant speed of spherical ball, that is no acceleration motion, that is no more acceleration motion by the spherical ball inside this liquid. At constant speed of the spherical ball, the net force will be zero. So this viscous force F equals to, that means 6 pi eta or V, where V is the terminal velocity, V equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube rho minus sigma into g. Now you can simplify this. You will finally have terminal velocity V equals to 2 by 3, 2 by 9 and eta r square rho minus sigma into g. This is the final expression of a viscous force. This is the final expression of terminal velocity. This is the terminal velocity of this spherical ball inside the liquid medium. So you can see this. V equals to 2 by 9. If you simplify these two equations, you will have V equals to 2 by 9 eta r square rho minus sigma This is the expression for terminal velocity. Terminal velocity. Please write down this your copy. Thank you.